Hello and welcome to Eva's House of Spirit. I'm Eva, and today I guess I don't have a particular aim for this video, but I did want to come on and say a few words of thanks. I just woke up and I logged on to my channel, and to my surprise, I saw that I have 202 subscribers. This just awed me. I was just like, wow. And the reason why is I remember when I had like 20 some odd subscribers or less. I remember even back further, and this isn't going back very long because I haven't been doing this for very long, but I remember having like only 1 or 2 subscribers and feeling sort of, what's the word? Sort of a little, I don't know if disappointed is the right word, but I was like, oh, how do I even get this ball rolling? Like I had feelings almost of not self-doubt, but I wasn't sure if I would be able to put forward any sort of things that people would really want to listen to or maybe consider, or like I was afraid I didn't have anything of substance to say, anything enriching or dare I say it, entertaining, or just really thought-provoking. I was just kind of like, I didn't know if I was up to the task at first. But, in time, of course, more and more people started subscribing to my channel, and I want to thank everyone who has subscribed. Thank you all. And I also want to thank my friends here on YouTube. Rather than naming names in particular, because there are several of you, I just want to say that if it wasn't for many of you mentioning me to others, or VRing to me, or sharing my videos, or even replying, and just really kind of getting the conversation going, I don't think I would be where I am right now. And I'm thankful. I really do appreciate that so many of you kind of came to interact and give back, so much. And I appreciate that so many of you find something here on my channel that is worth to you considering or following or, thinking about. It's just, I just felt it had to be said. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you to my subscribers, all of you. And thank you, dear friends, who have helped to spread the word about my channel, because I couldn't do this alone. And this isn't really even about me. I find a sense of purpose in giving back, or helping others, or inspiring others. I try to do these things. I feel that when I can, when I happen to succeed in these sorts of things, it gives my life purpose. It gives my life meaning. And that in itself is the greatest reward. What I want to do right now, I thought maybe it would be something fun to do, is I want to shuffle up some tarot cards I have here. And I want to pull out a card and see what sort of general universal message the cards have for all of us. And I thought maybe I'd talk a little bit about that. And the reason why I chose to do this is because I feel that it's an interesting way to sort of listen to, the great all, and see if there is some message we should consider. I feel that it's It's a good way to start the day. You know, at least I'm starting my day, even though it happens to be like 12:32 in the afternoon where I am right now as I film this. I know it's late, but I happen to be off from work today, so I have a late start today. But I think it's a good way to kind of bring something to the day, a little bit of consideration, something to meditate on, something to consider. So I'm shuffling up my cards right now, and I want to see what sort of feelings, impressions, what universal message. Generally speaking, of course, this is not going to be like specifically, obviously directed toward any one of us, but I just want to see what the cards have to convey to all of us. I'm just going to pull one. Let me just shuffle these a little more. Just one more time, and then I'm going to cut 3 times with my left hand. And I'm just going to pull one, and I'm just going to see what I feel about it. I think that was 3 times. Okay. All right. Let me just cut these 3 times with my left hand. Okay. All right. The card that I have pulled is the Star reversed. Let me hold it up closer so you all can see. Okay. The Star is a card that, to me, feels very Aquarian in nature. I feel that it is a very spiritual card. To me, how I view Aquarius, I view Aquarius as very spiritual, very very seeking, if that makes sense. Aquarius is an air sign. It's a very sort of mind-oriented, you know, thought, creativity, exploration, that sort of thing. And I see in this card's reversal, I see a want and a need. There are several different things that reversals can mean in my method of reading cards. To me, I'm sensing want or need from this reversal. So, therefore, I can intuit that what this card is conveying is a sense of a desire for spiritual enlightenment, you know, a desire for that spirituality in life, and also a need for it, a purpose for it. This is kind of appropriate, I'm thinking, in regard to the fact that I'm making this video right now, thanking you all, you know, for coming to my channel, because what I aim to do, what my channel mission happens to be, is to be a sort of place of learning and sharing and growth in a spiritual sense. So it's interesting that this card is conveying a want and a need for spirituality, you know, for that open-minded, like, seeking. So I think in a sense, this card coming up, it is encouraging us to continue on our own journeys wherever we happen to be at, whatever we happen to be pursuing. It is so very healing, and it is such an avenue of growth to pursue your own spiritual journey, whatever that journey happens to be. Because I have always looked at, you know, spirituality, religion, magic, that sort of thing. These, in a sense, these things are a crucible into which we pour the molten metal of the self in order to define and refine, in order to distill or in order to extract a more defined and refined self. So if anything, the star coming up in this way at this time, it's an encouragement, I think, for all of us, and I think too, being that the figure on this card, she is alone, it's kind of saying that no matter where you are, no matter what you do, this is your journey, only your journey. No one can tell you how to pursue your journey. It's just such a very personal experience. And though there are some among us, unfortunately, who sort of, they come off as saying like there is a right way to this and there's a wrong way to that, and whatever, my way, I understand it, and you need to come to this truth. I feel that it's, this card is sort of saying no, 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 no. Don't listen to any of that. Don't take heed to any of that, because it is your journey, only your journey. Only you and divinity know where you need to be, what you need to do. Your lessons are yours. So this is sort of the feeling that I'm getting from this card. This is saying, yes, continue on. Keep your focus, keep your way, because it's the way, the best way for you. This is the path toward your highest good, and only you know what direction you need to move in, what methods you need to be pursuing. Your inspirations and intuitions as well, that sense of being spirit-led that I have touched upon in past videos. I think that comes into play as well, because the star, it's a very watery card, being that there is Aquarian sort of associations. She has her her vessel there, and it's pouring water out, and there are fishes at her feet and such. There's water, It's a very intuitive card as well, and I think in that desire and need for spirituality in one's life, this card is also saying, like, don't neglect that guiding light of your intuition, of your intuitive impressions. As you stand alone and as you seek the greatest good for you, in the best possible way, which is your own way, listen to that inner guide. Follow that intuition, those psychic impressions, really, really know thyself. So I think that's what this card is saying. I think this is an acknowledgement, and it's an encouragement. So I hope, if anything, that you can all take away from my pulling of this card that the universal message that we have received here now is that you're on the right track. This is where you're supposed to be. Wherever in life you are, that's where you're supposed to be. You're working toward where you need to go. Don't let anyone tell you different, that you're doing something wrong, or that, never mind what they think. Their journey's theirs, your journey's yours. I hope that is something that can encourage and, inspire you to keep going in the way that you're going. And I hope it is a good, is something, that reminder to really listen to that intuition that is like spirit leading you, like really take that to heart, I think. So that said, again, thank you all. Thank you so much for being a part of this journey that, this channel is about. This channel, in a sense, is a journey as well that kind of parallels all of our spiritual journeys. It runs alongside us. It is not our own journeys, but this channel is something that I have aimed to enrich and and contribute to our journeys. It is an avenue by which maybe we can come upon some inspiration, some interaction. I feel the community is very important, you know, speaking to one another, inspiring one another, not trying to change one another's minds, but just that sharing that really contributes to learning and growth that is so important. So I hope that you all really can see and feel my appreciation, my gratitude, and I send you all my love and my blessings. And until next time, until our next exchange, blessed be and Ashe.